Oh my goodness. We'll see if I have a voice for the next hour. Your girl got bronchitis. Why did I go and do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have chronic bronchitis, so I have gotten it about 2 times a year for about 3 months each time. So yeah, I'm sick for like half the year. But when I was living in the Caribbean, hi Fluffy Smiles, welcome. You missed me last week because I wasn't around. Sorry. Cheers. But yeah, that's why I didn't want to miss today, even though I've had laryngitis and all sorts of stuff. But I was like, not missing today because I already missed last week, and that was sucky of me. But we were traveling. But yeah, when I was in the Caribbean, I wasn't really getting sick, partly because my PCOS was kind of in check, and then also because it was the Caribbean. But one of the big things, I'm convinced that conspiracy theory warning, right? I'm convinced that the air conditioning is really, really, really bad for us. And so we didn't have air conditioning. We were lucky if we had fans in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Although Dominican Republic is slightly better, but in Haiti, you sometimes just don't have electricity to even have a fan. So I have cough drops over here. I'm going to grab one of those and stick one in my mouth while Little Panner's joining us and other people are coming in. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Priscilla. I don't normally sound like this, but today I do. So I'm consuming all sorts of things. You know, when you're sick and you have like, so I have tea and I have like my emergency and I have, what else did I have? Like, I had like 3 or 4 different drinks and I was just like going from one to the next yesterday, like trying to consume like juice, you know, the good juice for whatever, and water and tea and all sorts of things. So we're going to make it through, darn it. And I have stuff to show you guys. I'm so excited. Definitely chime in here. Let me know what you want to see. And if you have any questions about anything that I'm getting, but I have kind of a lot of junk. This is kind of 2 weeks worth of stuff that I've accumulated. I had a little teeny tiny windfall. Some stuff that was supposed to be coming in finally came in. By stuff, I mean dollar signs. And so I was like, I'm going to treat myself a little bit. So I've got a few things coming in, and you guys are going to see some stuff. I have, besides what I got today, I also placed an order with Sydney Grace. I got their 3 new palettes. Yes, all 3 of the deep tone, because I just think those ones are prettier. And then I got, what was the other one that I got? Come on, Priscilla. If you can't think of it, it was probably not that important. It was important. I had to order it. Oh, thanks. My eyeshadow. You can't really see it very well. So these are my glasses from Zenny. I got these from Zenny. So the eyeshadow. Any guesses what palette I'm using? This is the first day on this palette, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, Nicole. Sorry. But you can guess, and I'll tell you if you're right. If you guess right, then I'll say ding, 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 and then you'll win a prize. I probably actually do have a prize for you. I know I've been really bad at getting my 5K giveaway out. I am not reneging on that. I definitely want to do that. Life has been crazy. So, but yes, if you can guess the eyeshadow, it's fantastic. I love it. I'll give you a clue since you're here. I'll give you a clue. And if you can guess it from this, then you win. I am talking about the brand and other similar palettes in this video. Okay, so yeah, Sydney Grace is coming. I have something from a brand that I can't remember what it is. I don't know. I believe it is that I care about labels. I'm actually very anti-label when it comes to marketing because I think that's pretty fake. But I believe it is a Hispanic LBGT sort of owned company. I know they're very LGBT conscious. I don't care one way or another with that, but I don't have any stake in that game. But if it's good stuff, I'll buy it. I don't really care either way. So, you know, you sell good stuff to me. I'm a fan. So anyway, I will let you know what that is. I'm sorry. It's I don't know. Anyway, I found it. It was some fun stuff. So yeah, I love when you show up, Nicole, and welcome Joseph and those of you that are popping in and out here. So again, sorry for my voice, but I wanted to make sure that I do this because I hate missing you guys. There's another one that's coming and I can't think of what it is, and it's really important to me. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. Oh, it's Menagerie. It's the bat palette. Not that's freaking bats. I want that one too, but that's not Menagerie. What's their bat palette? Flight Club palette, and also the Annette collab. So I managed to grab those also. So I've got a few really fun things coming. But let's talk about what I have in front of me. I have a Shop Miss A haul in front of me, and I put it all in a BoxyCharm box. By the way, I canceled BoxyCharm last night. I sat there with the cancel button and thought, and I was like, there's nothing in all of the spoilers that I actually want, and that's actually worth the price to me, because I have the base box and also the premium box. And I said, it's not worth it to me. What I did do, however, is because I have Ipsy, and I know they're owned by the same company, yay. My money's going to them either way, it doesn't matter. But I have the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, but then this month I'm upgrading to the X Halsey. And so I got another Ipsy so that I can get the Plus, because the Plus has one of these guys, the Viseart palettes. So this is the Petit Pro 2D. And I brought this on our little road trip. We had some training that we had to do in Arkansas. So we did a little road trip. On the way to Arkansas, we went through Indianapolis. So went to Indianapolis, then Arkansas, and then back up here. And the police stopped us and thought we were dealing drugs. We weren't. I let them search our car. And they were like, okay, whatever. Anyway, this is such a cute little palette. But they have the other one, and I think it's the 3 or the 3 that is going to be in the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And I really want it, and I hope I get it. If I don't, I'm going to be really sad. But anyway, I did this on the trip, and I actually started with this palette. This is the Essence I'm With the Band palette. And I have these looks on my IG. I started with this one, and then I knew I was going to be gone for 3 days, so I decided to grab this so I would do this for 3 days, and then I finished this up for the 3 days, because I do 3 days per palette. If you're not aware of that, sorry, I will cough through this. You know, just part of it. Deal with it. Sorry, or don't. Anyway, and those of you that are you know, the diehards, you'll be around, or you'll be watching me later. So anyway, this is the Essence I'm With the Band, and I really like this palette. I know that it doesn't really compare, especially the shimmers don't compare to a lot of others, but it really does kind of remind me of like the 90s sort of thing. And where we didn't really have the luxury of really great shimmer quality, but it's really nice and grungy, and it does have a lot of really nice payoff for the color, and then it's quite purple, which makes me happy. So you got some red and blue, and then you got a lot of purple in there. Hi, Kirby. How are you, Kirby? You gotta take pictures of me, Kirby. I need Kirby to take pictures of me. She's a fantastic photographer. She's my hero. She's also my niece. Yeah, so these are the last two that I used. And I have the looks on those up on IG. What is on my eyes right now is a top secret, because I'm trying to get people to guess it. So far I haven't had any luck with people venturing into that, but we're trying. Anyway, all right, so Shop Miss A, it is a site where almost everything is $1. Not exactly, but some things are more or less. Oh, this is all. I don't know, this is tangled up. I'll fix that later. So I got these earrings, also the ones I have in my ears, little butterflies. Aren't they cute? I feel like it's Mariposa is actually the name of that brand that I was checking out, which means butterfly. But it might, I feel like it's like combined with something else. I have to double check and see if the name. That's would be Spanish for butterfly. Anyway, so it's got these little dangly butterflies that are like two butterflies together. This one's a little tangled up. I think I got to take it off there and then untangle it. But these three pairs together were $1. I mean, you can't beat that, right? So that beats Walmart prices. So they're pretty cute. They look cheap because they are cheap, but who cares? And then I got this collection, and this is the pair that's not in there because I wore it yesterday. Look at how cute those little flowers are. They're stinking adorable. And then there's like, you know, oranges and bananas and strawberries and pineapples and watermelon, and then just some regular studs and some little hoops. The hoops are the same. Smoky where I am. Oh, well, the air quality is not, they're saying that the air quality is bad, so I know that's part of it. But I just have bronchitis anyhow. I don't usually go just to laryngitis like I did, but we were in training for a couple of days and they had the air conditioning on, and I think that messed up my voice. So, so I did lose my voice completely for a couple of days. I'm the worship director at our church, and so I had to bring in reinforcements today because I tried singing and it literally was like, it was like that. Like literally, that was what it sounded like. So I was, yeah, I can talk, I just can't sing. So, you know, it's all good. Life, you know, hey, there's worse things I could have than not a voice. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so these are $1 a piece. If you want really cute, inexpensive, fun little earrings, Shop Miss A is definitely fun. Do you guys shop on Shop Miss A? Have you guys gone over there? Check things out. I got a few things that are like refills of what I already have. Some favorites. This brush cleaner. This is like the, you know, switch, the color switch or whatever it's called. But the cheap one, it's a lot smaller and cheaper, but it's $1 and who cares? It is really, really handy to have because if you just have a couple, especially if you're traveling, bring 1 or 2 brushes with you and you can clean it off on this. You don't have to wash it in between. So I got an extra one of these. I also like this for washing it. What I do is I take some of my Castile soap and I put water in here and then just put that right in here. Shop Miss A. So these are, so Aoa Studio is their brand. Most of the things on the site are $1. It is a US-based brand out of Texas. They actually have some stores. I know there's like a store in Dallas or something like that. There might be a couple other stores by now, but it's shopmissa.com, I think is the site. But if you just Google Shop Miss A, you'll find it. And their brand is Aoa Studio. And they have really good stuff. Some of their stuff, not everything, but some stuff is really good. If you need a little brush cleaner, this, you cannot beat this for $1. This is my favorite sponge. Here's the one I use. Dropped it on the floor. Hold on. Got to pick it up with my toes so that I have to bend all the way over. See if my toes can be that agile. Hey, what do you know? They do work. So here's the one I use. No, I really have to clean it. I actually cleaned it last night and then I used it this morning. So now I have to clean it again to get the toe jam off. But this is the best sponge. This is like a microfiber sponge. It has these little hairs, these little fibers that stick out. So it's almost like a cross between a sponge and a brush. And I find that these don't pick up as much of the product off of them. I really, really like this. I know I look really dewy right now, but you know, whatever. It's hot. I'm sweaty. And a little bit sick too. So that's probably contributing to it. And I went to the dog park after church. So Rainbow and I went to the dog park. I didn't go by myself. I brought Rainbow. Anyway, this is a really great sponge. It's not a sponge. It's not a brush. It's a sponge. But it's kind of like a cross between a brush and a sponge because it's got these little fibers. I have their regular pink just sponge also, but I like this one better. So this is the Microfiber Wonder Blender. I think this is $1.55, but either way, it's super cheap. Really, really worth it. I have heard other people have had problems with these falling apart and kind of like pieces coming off. I've had this one since February. I don't use it every day because some days I just use my fingers or sometimes I use I'll try another sponge or I'll use a brush or whatever. But this is my favorite way to do it. So I probably do use this at least 2 or 3 times a week. And it is perfectly intact, but it just seemed like there was a bet, it's about time to retire it. I think what must have happened is it's either the climate people are using, it could possibly be the makeup that's breaking it down, or it could be the soap that they're using to wash it. It's just breaking it apart. So, but I got another one because I need to have a backup for that. That's my go-to sponge. $1.55, I think it is. So they have things that are $1. They have things that are $1.55, and then they have the things that are $1.88. Then the other thing that's a backup is, let me pull here out of my project pan or my pan basket. Yeah, Miss A. Yes, they're awesome. So this is one of my favorite bases ever. This is the Aoa Perfect Bb Cream. This one is in medium. It is a little bit dark for me, but it's what I'm wearing today. It is a little bit worn off, but you can see it's slightly darker than what my neck is. When I was in the Caribbean, it was a pretty perfect color for me, but I love the finish of this BB cream. It is one of my favorite bases ever. Now, I don't use a lot of high-end stuff, so I can't compare to a lot of, Fenty, none of that stuff, whatever. I haven't used it. Can't tell you what I think of it, but I can tell you that this stuff is awesome. So I got 2 more, one in medium and one in light. So I'm hoping I can kind of mix these together and always have the perfect shade for me. They look pretty much the same in here, but hopefully once they come out of the tubes, it'll be different. Anyway, I have not opened these up because I'm using this up, but this one's almost finished. So that'll go back in my project pan. All right. Next thing that I got that I had already tried before, but in a different color. So I have this lip pop. I really, really like this. I'm going to swatch this out. This one is one I got in February or whenever it was that I made that last order. This is a very nicely pigmented gloss. It's just, there's no streaks to it. It's such a pretty nude, and it's just kind of perfect everyday gloss. So this is the lip pop, and this one is in City Girl. So I decided to pick up 2 more. And so I got this one, which is in Celeb, C-E-L-E-B, as in short for celebrity. And it's this kind of like cherry red here. Beautiful, gorgeous red color. And then I got this, which is a pearlescent sort of thing in Goddess is the name of this. They have a bunch more of these as well. But you can just search on there, their lip pop, and all of the different colors will come off. Here's the Goddess. It does come across as like a light peach. Here it looks pretty light, but it's more translucent. No, it's more opaque, that's the word, than it looks on my hand. It's just that it's close to my skin tone. So that's why it looks like it's translucent. But those are really nice. They don't really have a scent to them. It might sound really weird, but there's a slight, dare I say this, a slight smelly feet scent. But it just smells like, a chemical scent. It doesn't smell like, it's not perfumed at all. So that might be a pro or a con for you. I don't know. Next, I really love Aoa Studio Brushes. A lot of these you can get for $1. This here came from Aoa Studio for like $10.88 with 10 brushes in it, including the case. And I'll show you some of those. So here's one of the Aoa Studio brushes. I got these last time. I use these all the time. No, that's not it. Sorry. Some of the Aoa. Okay, this is an Aoa Studio. This is a super, super fine pencil brush, which I really use a lot. This is great for the inner corner if you want to be precise with that. These are both Aoa Studio brushes, 2 different size. This is a blending brush, and this is more of a detail brush. Really, really great eye brushes. So I got some more. Let me find this pencil brush because I'd gotten, this pencil brush is actually, well, this is actually one of my favorite brushes ever. This is a highlight brush, and I got this probably 3 or 4 years ago from them. It was $1. And then this, where's that highlight brush? It's in here somewhere. Sorry, not highlight brush, the pencil brush. Or maybe it's, no, where is it? I know I just washed it. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of my face. So this is a pencil brush that I've had for a long time from them, and I really like it. It's nice and nice, and comes to a nice point. It is a little bit crooked because it's traveled with me internationally a couple times. This is the new one that I got. So this is the smaller. This is the number E112, the old one. So it's much bigger. And this is the number E124. These do have to be washed. You can see I used it, but that's the difference in size. Put them next to each other. Both of these are really good, and $1. Then I picked this guy up. This is actually a nail brush from there, but I wanted to use this for eyeliner. And this, I don't know if this has a number. No, it's just as the Aoa Studio nail art brush. This is in their bamboo line. This is supposed to be I believe this is a bamboo handle. And this is the E141. And these are the $1.88 ones, I think. Well, they might be $1.55 or $1.88, but they're the pawpaw, which means a certain amount of the proceeds go to like a animal charity. So you're saving the critters, which I'm a fan of because I like critters. But the brushes are really good. I got just some specific brushes this time, but I highly recommend, if you're looking for a good brush set, look at any of their brush sets. They're fantastic. Thumbs up. Thank you so much for being patient with my coughing and my weird voice. It happens. Here's another thing that I'm getting a second one of. I'll show you the old one that I've got, and I'll make the comparison. So these are both the Aoa XL long-lasting shadow stick. This is in matte mellow, and it's this just kind of a nude color. I'm going to swatch it right here. I'm going to try to swatch it pretty intensely so you can see. That's all it looks like. So I like to use this on the waterline instead of a white. I do have a white, not from them, but I have whites. No, that's not white, this one. So I have a white that I can use, but I find that that's almost too, one looks much more natural, but it still helps to brighten, and it kind of erases any redness. So I use this a lot on my waterline. In fact, that's really the only place that I'll use it. I know some people have said this is good for a base. You can use it as like a primer. I've not used it like that. But these do dry down pretty well. So Warmy's here. Hi Warmy, how are you? Are you back home yet, or are you still here? Are you still around? I haven't seen you. I gotta see you one of these days. I haven't seen you since before I went to Haiti. All right. Here's the other one of these. Now this one came and the end was already off. So this is the problem when you get dollar stuff. Sometimes it's $1 worth. Packing right now. Okay. So this is Shimmer Dama. Sorry, I gotta drink some tea. Gotta resurrect my voice. This tea, by the way, it has green tea in it, and it has cinnamon, and it has garlic. I also need to get some ginger and cayenne. I like to put that in with it. Anyway, so this one I got because it's kind of a little bit of a nudish sort of look, but has that pink tone, which is really my undertone, and is shimmery. So I think this is going to be really pretty on the waterline. But that's what this looks like, that darker here. And it dries down beautifully. And it was interesting when I put this on and I swatched everything. This is the one that did not want to come off for anything. So it stays put, y'all. But I think that'll be really pretty in the waterline as well. But also I can use it as just kind of a one and done. I can use it as an inner corner highlight, a lot of different things. So I just wanted to try another one. And that's the great thing with Shop Miss A, is you can just try things and it's not going to break the bank because it's $1 or $1.55 or $1.88. All right, so they have these fun little eyeshadow palettes. They have 4 of them. These kind of are like the Color Pop sort of thing. And I picked the 2 that look like they're going to be the most interesting. Neither one of these are, crazy out there, but they do seem to do pretty well. These two light shades, I did dig my nail into that one. These are pretty similar, kind of not really going to do a whole lot, but they're decently pigmented for being, you know, that's what they look like. So for being $1, $1, one. And then these two shimmers are really nice. Look at that. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. So I'll stick these on here. I think this one's a little silly because it's got these 3 colors that are really similar. And then this one that's quite a bit darker. I mean, it would have made more sense to have another matte that's similar to that darker shade. But that palette plus this one makes sense. Now everything is really buttery in these. So here's the other one, and I'll tell you the names in just a second. I haven't gotten that far. Sorry, I'm not organized. You know how I am. I'm never organized. So there's the second palette. So really pretty, kind of one and done, neutral. If you just like simple looks, this is great if you have a kid in your life who's just getting into makeup. This is a great way to start them out. So this is Eden, and this is Brandy. And they have 2 more I did not try, but I grabbed these 2 because I wanted to see the quality. And so far, I'm pretty impressed. Now, if they can get more interesting colors, that will be great. But those were definitely a good deal. Now, these guys, these are new. These are the newest thing I think that they have. And they have one more that's a makeup remover oil. But I didn't get that because I use my own oils for that. I could. I mean, it's $1, so it might be convenient to have it in like a stick form, but I didn't really need it. And I figured one of these could probably work too. So this is a squalane balm. And so I think this is going to be nice for winter, just for some extra moisture, because I do get dry like up here by my eyebrows and under my eyes and kind of right here by my nose. And then also by my temples, like over here, I get dry. So I think that this might be nice to just kind of put on some extra moisture, especially in the wintertime, something, a pick-me-up. And I don't really have a scent on them at all. And they just go on really smoothly. I mean, you know, they feel on the greasy side because they're oil-based. So it makes sense. The Aloe Face Primer, I did use this twice, I think. Well, once and a half sort of time because I was using other things as well, but I wanted to use this on one part of my face, so I did. And this is actually quite cooling and really nice for summer. I don't know that it really, you know, it doesn't blur or anything that I've noticed, but it just kind of lays a nice barrier down. So I would say this is nice and cooling for summer. But it's aloe, so it's going to be moisturizing and be good for your skin. And it might be a good thing to have around in case, you know, like in the event of sunburn or something. But I don't know the other ingredients. It doesn't have it on here. So you might want to double check and make sure that that's not going to bother you if you do get sunburnt. But I would say if the ingredients look good, you might just grab one of these and pack it in your beach bag. So if you get sunburnt, you can kind of just put this all over, and that might be a good thing to have. Now I got 2 more primers besides that primer stick. Just out of curiosity, I got this Aoa Studio Blurfection Face Primer, and this is in Nude. They had like 3 or 4 different colors of this, including, I think they had a translucent one, but I wanted the nude one because I thought that might be easier to match with some things. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my live. And so I think, and most of these things were $1, but not everything was $1. You'll have to take a look on the site if you're interested in anything here. But yeah, this is the Blurfection Face Primer. This acts a little bit like the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And I think that's what it's supposed to be duping. They dupe a lot of things, but they also come up with some pretty original stuff as well. And I did try this and this kind of on opposite sides of my face, and I didn't see anything enormously blurring, but it did seem to kind of put a little bit of a filter on it. So I'd like to try this a little bit more and see if that really makes a difference. It's a tiny little thing, but again, for $1, who cares? And then this one is the Perfect Filter Face Primer. It's actually kind of a big container, but you can maybe see that there's an open space in here, so it's not completely full, but that's okay. Again, $1 or maybe $1.55, I'm not sure, but I wanted to see how this one was as well. And yeah, so I'm trying those out, and I'll kind of come back to you with a, an opinion on it. Let you know I will be switching out my basket for the month, and I may add some of these guys in there just so that I can use them and see how they work. But I didn't get a lot of base products other than those. So, okay. So this guy, that's Jelly Jam. So I was using the Laneige. I had a little sample of it. I did not buy the full thing. And I'm actually curious about the Milani one that people say is similar. But this is a lip mask, and this is in Rose. It's just the Jelly Jam lip mask is what they call it. It is Aoa Studio as well. Now this is very scented, which I do actually like the scent of it. It just smells very much like roses. And it is very nourishing. But if you are sensitive to scents, you're probably not going to like this one. They do have like a honey, and they have a couple of fruit scented ones as well. But yeah, it's very, very, very strong scent. And being right underneath the nose, it's going to be that much stronger. But I do really like it, and I think it's great for putting on at night. And so I will probably keep it close to the bed. What else we got? What we got? I got these guys. Now I have this, I think I have one of these in black. I don't know, maybe. But they just brought these out not long ago. They got all these bright colored liquid liners. I just got two colors. I got the red and the yellow. And I will swatch these here. Here's the yellow right here. And it's a really pretty, almost like buttercream. It's not as bright as the container. So I actually really like it because it's more subtle. And then this red is kind of more of a burgundy, sort of berry color right here. And they do go on really nicely, and they stay well. I haven't used them a ton, but I just kind of play around with them. I do feel when they're on, which is not, unusual for a liquid liner. But they stay pretty well, and I haven't noticed a lot of cracking. I'll use them a little bit more, and then, keep you guys posted on how I like them. But I do like them enough that I would probably buy the other colors because, again, $1 a piece, you cannot beat that. For if you just want to do some graphic liner fun stuff, there you go. Oh, here's another. So this is the eyeshadow primer. I have this one in. I have the glitter primer version. So the tacky base. This is really good. I have not used the next one, but I want to use that so I can compare. But they're basically the same thing. This one's slightly smaller, but essentially the same thing. So this is the soft base nude eye primer, and it just comes in one color. This to me is quite similar in consistency to the ABH or to the Juvia's Place, both of which I have. This is what it basically, let's see, where am I going to put this? Right here. This is basically what it looks like. Kind of a thin consistency that really goes a long way. It covers really well, but it doesn't, it's not super thick. And it's pretty close to my skin tone. It's a little bit lighter, but it's pretty close to my skin tone. So, so far, this seems like a really good base, but I have to do a little bit more testing with it to make sure it's not creasing or doing anything funky like that. I've only used it once or twice, so. All right. Again, sorry about the coughing. It's what happens. Bronchitis. 'Tis the season. Back to the tea. Gotta drink some more of my garlic tea. but I know my diehards will be here. Oh, by the way, I got, if you guys aren't on Influencer, you should be. I shouldn't say that because then I'm not going to get as much good stuff because I'm going to have more competition. But it's okay. Go on Influencer and sign up and then do their little quizzes. They sent me the Perfect Marc Jacobs Intense little sample. Now we actually got a full size of the Spice Bomb, the new Spice Bomb, whatever that one was, which my husband really likes. And so he got a full size of it, which is really nice from them for free, just for the reviews and stuff. This, I wouldn't have really wanted a full size because I don't really like it, but my review will be coming up on that. Anyway, but Influencer is a fun place. You can get a bunch of goodies here and there for free. So you're not guaranteed anything, and some stuff, you know, people think that they're getting ripped off because they're just getting small samples, but it's for free. So whatever, people, just do your review, shut up, take your stuff. And you do have the option of saying you don't want sample size stuff too, so whatever. All right, now you guys know I love purple, and I'm going to show you some other purple that I got here too for lippies, but I got these two guys. So these are velvet lips. Do I have a mirror in front of me? Where is my mirror? I had it. It's probably underneath something. Or, hold on. Oh, thought it was underneath my computer. It's not underneath my computer. I don't know where it went. Anyway, I guess I'll just open up this palette that I'm going to show you guys in a minute here. And I'm going to show you how these are. So this Aoa Velvet Lips, I'll just pop this on so you can see. It is this nice light mauve color. These don't dry down, which I like because I don't like matte liquid lips because they always look really drying. But look at that color. Isn't that pretty? So cute. All right, now I'm going to clean that off with something. Clearly, I'm not organized for this. Where are my wipes? It's funny because they'll like be sitting right in front of me and I'll be staring at them. Oh, you're right here. I knocked them down. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, you know what? I can't be with it all the time, but that's all part of my charm. All right, so that's what they look like. It really goes on smooth. It goes on opaque. I think these are $1.55. Maybe they're $1. Maybe they're $1.88. I don't know. Go on the site and look, but get yourself these. And they're definitely worth getting, all of them. I just got the two purple ones because I'm obsessed with purple. Purple eyes, purple lips. I usually don't do purple eyes and purple lips at the same time because I'm not that person. But, you know, whatever. And that's more of like a rose color, not as really as purple. Now, this is Vampy. This is Vampy. The window's open because it's hot in here. And I don't want to run the AC because that's loud. And I'm sick. So, bear with me just a second here while I get my vamp on. And try not to talk. It has a little pointed thing so you get in the corner. And if I could resist talking, I could make this a lot better. But, you know, I'm just opposed to dead air. Who wants dead air, right? We're going to pretend that was all. Now this one, because it's dark, and I wiped off a lot of the stuff, I would say kind of go over it to get it really opaque and even. But that's pretty dang good for $1. Do you see that? Look at that lippy. It's so cute. All right, colors. What colors are these? This dark one is called... oh shoot, Luma, Luma, and this one is called Arya, Arya. So Aria for the light one, Luma for the dark one. They're cute. I like them. And they're kind of a matte or like a satin. I would say satin finish. Yeah, really cute. Really, really, really cute. So liking those. I could have just swatched it out of my hand too, but that would have been way less exciting. Okay, take it off because I don't want it to stain. Because I think I have some, not from here, I have some stuff from other places that I want to show y'all. And I don't want to stain it because I don't want to like cheat on the color. All right, we're getting down to the end. I grabbed 2 of these Baked Wonder eyeshadows. I say the title backwards all the time. Aoa Studio Wonder Baked Eyeshadows. Got 2 of these. This is like an apricot sort of color. And this is this gorgeous blue. So the blue is called Gatsby, and this one is called Toast. They probably have a dozen of these or so. And this formula is just so pretty. So that's what they are, finger swatched. Let me find a place on my body to share those with you. This blue is so pretty. So yeah, there you go. Really gorgeous, and I think these are great for one and dones. The quality is just really nice. Again, $1, can't beat that. And then I had already gotten one of these. In fact, I think I actually got this Sweet 16 already before, and then I ordered it again. I'm pretty sure that's the one I have. I'll have to double check and see. But I picked up 5 of these little cream shadow liners, meaning, you know, dual purpose. And so this one is, gel liner shadow is what they're called. Extravaganza. So they have some that are these bright colors, metallic, and then they have some that are matte. So here's what that looks like. Do you even see that? Oh my goodness. These do dry down and don't budge once they're dried down. But look at that. $1. $1. Now they are a little firm in there. And so if you're going to use them for liner, you may actually want to see. I have not tried the trick with eye drops or with some other sort of mixing medium to put in there, but you might try a mixing medium or eye drops or something and see. I mean, it's $1. Who cares if you mess it up? You can get another one. And then make it a little more thin, and that might make it easier to do like graphic looks if you are into that sort of thing. This one is Luxury. And these are all like they have a covering when they come. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. And that's what it looks like swatched. Oh, hallelujah. I mean, these are so pretty. So you can lay these down as a base and then do work over them. You can use them. I did try to use the yellow one here, which I'm going to go into next, as a, you know, like a cut crease sort of thing. Was not so successful, but yellows are hard. And the fact that this is $1, I'm going to give them a little bit of leeway, and it's also matte. So you can see it's a little chunky there on the swatch. I'm going to show you just going into it like this, and I'm going to try to even it out a little bit. So this one needs a little bit more help, but it is pretty brilliant. So if you want something really bright and matte, that's going to stay. This is going to stay. But it might take a little finessing to make sure it doesn't streak. This is the one that I found the hardest to work with, just because yellows are not easy to get really solid. So that's, I'm gonna give them a pass on that. I think they did pretty well. This one is the Sweet 16, this pretty teal blue. And I'm really digging into these pretty hard because it is fairly firm in there. But this is what this looks like. They have a bunch more colors, and I will at some point try to get more colors. Once these dry down, I'll try to remember to do the test and kind of rub over the top of them so you can see that they do dry down. And then this silver is Glamour. So that's this brilliant pure silver sort of color. And that's what that looks like. So those are the pots, and they are a lot of fun. I think it just takes a couple minutes for them to dry down, or like a minute or so. Let me clean my fingers off so that I can get into the next product. Yeah, they're kind of wanting to dry down on my fingers already. So, okay. So I'm going to rub over these first couple. And you can see there's no transfer on there. I'm not trying to go over that silver one yet. I don't know if that's ready. Actually, it looks pretty good. So yeah, they're pretty much dried down and set. So you're not going to have a problem with them budging. I have not tried them like a one and done on a hooded eye. I should try that. And just kind of all over the eyelid and see how that works. Like I said, I tried the yellow one over the top of a powder and that didn't seem very good. So I think I probably would just lay it down as a base and then see if that works better. But these are the last thing that I got, and this is somewhat similar. These are these Prism cream eyeshadows. Come in this tube, which is a pretty generous amount. In here, let me see if it says the amount. 12 grams. Is it 12 grams? Yeah, 12 grams. I can't see. I'm blind. And I got 5 colors of these. And I'm just going to show you. So some of these are easier than others to squeeze out, but they're all... Whoop, that one just exploded on me. That's what landed on my desk. So let's see. Where can I put these? Right here. So this is what this looks like. And this one is... So these are a lot creamier than the ones in the pots. And the fact that they're able to be sealed like this means they're probably going to last a little bit longer. Just, you know, their shelf life. This is the one that is called... What color is this? I don't know. Well, this is the purple one, I think, or the plum. I think this one's purple. I think this one's called purple. Looks kind of pinky to me, but it's called purple. Now, they don't go on extremely, like, solid. I think the other ones, the ones in the pot, go on a little bit more solid, but again, we're looking at $1. I'm not going to freak out too much. So this one's the pink one. Let me see how much pressure. That's not too bad. I think maybe you have to work them a little bit to get them to cooperate. Let's swatch this one right here. And I'm just kind of swatching it wide so you can kind of see. So these ones I have gone in with a brush then afterwards and just kind of smeared them around. And they work pretty well with that. They actually blend out pretty nicely. I did that with the black one and it worked really nicely. And then putting a something like this on the top is really beautiful. So let's use this black one. And there's a couple of different places that you get the, like there's two different, I think 2 or 3 different item numbers. And then you can get the different colors because they're in collections. One is like in the black and white collection and then one's in the multicolored collection or something like that. So you just have to kind of look for them, but I think they're all the same name. So if you search them on the site, they'll be there. But yeah, this one actually blends out really nicely. And then these all set. I'll show you in a second after I'm done swatching them. So you can see they set dry and they won't move. I got this one also in the silver. Yeah, just check Prism cream eyeshadow and they all should all show up. Dry my finger off so that I'm not diluting it at all. So there's the silver one. Take a little bit off the top. That's all I'm taking, just that tiny bit. And I've put it like on the back of my hand and kind of applied it with a brush. You can do it directly with your finger. There's the silver. They kind of work as liners. I have to work more with these and kind of see. But I actually find that they are pretty decent as like a, cut crease sort of thing. I don't really do a cut crease because it doesn't really work on my eyes. I know there's ways of doing it on hooded eyes, but it doesn't really, because my hood is so fatty that it just looks really strange to have a cut crease. And then this is the white one, but the white one is not Just FYI, it is a shimmery white. And like almost iridescent. I need a little bit more just so you can kind of see what this looks like. It's almost like a glitter white. I was hoping this would be more like a white base. It's not. You can see that's actually quite similar to silver. So there's a lot of reflect, but it's just basically a white reflect. It makes it a beautiful inner corner highlight, and it makes it a beautiful topper with others. But again, I'm not sure how that will work like with hooded eyes or whatnot. Anyway, that is my entire Shop Miss A Aoa Studio haul. For this time, I paid like $50 or something like that for everything there. I think less than $50, which is crazy cheap. Yeah, so if you're looking for just some fun things to play with, this is a great route to go. Highly recommend. Yeah. Now, on to the next thing. So like I said, I got a little teeny tiny windfall. Well, it wasn't that teeny tiny. It was enough so I could put a little bit of savings, or I could put the majority in savings and then take the rest and splurge with it. So this splurge was a small amount of it. So some work that I had done and finally got paid for. I got, let's see, let's look at the next thing. So I went to, I think I might have shown you guys this, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just show you anyhow. I think I showed you guys last time. Yeah, I did show you guys that last time. So I went to, I'll show you what I didn't show you. Does that make sense? I went to CVS Pharmacy. There's one like a mile away or less than a mile down the street from the house. And I don't go there a lot, but I do have like the membership. And sometimes you can get like the 40% off coupon, which makes it pretty good to get some stuff. So I actually picked this up out of curiosity. You ever tried something like this? So this has a little spring doohickey on the end of it. Let me see if I can put this up here so you can see. So this is like a spring, right? There's nothing mechanical on it, really. It's just really, I mean, it's mechanical, but it's not like electronic or anything. This is a hair remover, face hair remover. So you're supposed to basically take it like this and move it up, and the spring is supposed to catch the hair and pull it out. It does catch the hair, and it seems to work really well for peach fuzz. Now, I get a lot of really coarse hair because I have PCOS and I have a lot of testosterone, so I get beard here, and I get a lot of really coarse hair here and all along my sideburns. So I shave this every day, but I thought, well, maybe this would start to work, especially if I pull it and then it's soft enough I can pull it out this way. But I think it's going to be too coarse for this, so I don't think it's going to work for that. But this will work for peach fuzz or like around the nose. So it was an experiment. Tried it. Do you guys have like recommendations for like at-home hair removal that actually works for coarse hair? That's not like chemical. I don't like that idea. I'm going to go through this and just kind of smear down this line here so you can see. I'm not going really super hard. There was a little that came off on my finger. Those are the cream ones in the tube, just so you know kind of how they wear. I think these ones wear better. Yeah, there's nothing came off on that, right? That was that finger. So, but this one was one I just wiped it off. So anyway, the same time I went to CVS. Sorry, I know I'm scattered. That's how it is. That's just how it is. Deal with it. If you're on my channel, you're going to see some scatteredness because that is me. Okay. Anyway, so I got that. But at the same time, I grabbed these because they looked fun and I hadn't seen them other places. And I thought, why not? Speaking of purple lips, this is the Liquid Catsuit Megalest in High Shine Lipstick. So this is not a matte. It does not dry down. Let me open up my new palette so I can put this on and you can see and possibly kind of compare to the other one. So another purple lip. This is kind of between those two colors. And this is more of almost like a gloss than the other ones. I feel like the ones from Aoa Studio are more pigmented. I gotta stop talking. I didn't even really need to do the top, it just kind of transferred. So that's what that looks like. This is a really cute color. I think this one is more suitable for summer. To me, I feel like it's more like a summery, fun, colorful thing. Where the ones that I got from Aoa Studio, this one is a really vampy purple, maybe more for fall and winter. And then this one would be like winter, spring. But this one to me feels more summery. So that's the difference between those. I'll just leave them out because I got some more purple lips to go over to. Anyway, the other thing that I got from CVS was this guy. I have one of these in the white one that's actually like a white and green. I'll go ahead and swatch this on my oh so colorful hand. One of these guys have bubbles, these lippies from Aoa Studio. They're like bubbling. But anyway, this color is this blue, this deep blue liquid eyeshadow. It is stunning. And what I like to do is kind of put it on and then dab it to kind of blur it into whatever I've got. And it is just so intense and so gorgeous and so reflective. Absolute stunning color. If you like blue, try that guy because he's really cute. Or she is. I don't know if it's a he or a her. I may have just misidentified and I don't really care because it's just makeup. All right. And then I've got for the National Lipstick Day. Oh, where's my liner? I literally, oh, there it is. So Juvia's Place. Last week, I went in and just out of the blue decided to grab this. It was kind of an accidental thing because it was like I missed out on a thing. So I was like, well, maybe I should get this and then get the sale. And then I couldn't get the sale, but I was like, I'll get it anyhow. So I ended up not really saving money. But I love this guy. I'll just put it on for fun because why not? I think this is one of my, even though it's way more expensive, and one of these days I'm going to do a kind of a talk on value versus price increase, a value increase versus price increase. If you pay $1 versus $15, how much better does something have to be literally 15 times the cost? I don't know. That's a good question. So this, I fell in love with. First of all, it smells really good. Not like dirty feet. These ones don't smell like dirty feet. Let me open these again. These. They smell chemically though. They smell like chemical. They don't smell like they've had anything added to them. This is the one that smells like the dirty feet. This one. That one smells chemically too. But these smell good. I'm sniffing my lips. But I just love the tone. I love the little bit of tint that's on there. And so when this week there was like National Lipstick Day or something like that, Ulta had a sale and included in there were a bunch of Juvia's Place lippies. So I said I need to get some Juvia's Place stuff. So I had not tried, because I have most of the Juvia's Place palettes that are available, but I don't have most of their other stuff. And so I want to try it. So I grabbed this lip liner, and this is in the color Love Me. And I'm going to put this on because I want you to see how stinking pretty this is. Hold on a second. BRB. Oops, I just made it crumble. That was my bad. That was not the liner. That was because the way I pulled it out, I kind of ripped at it. I saw somebody watching somebody putting Juvia's Place liner on it, and they were like, oh, it's taking so much for them to get the pigment. But it really doesn't. I mean, it really is nicely pigmented and very easy to work with. I have that one piece that just keeps wanting to follow me around. The piece that I crunched off when I took the lid off sideways. That's the one thing I don't like about these. Any pencil thing, like you have to make sure it's completely pushed in before you take the lid off. Anyway, this is awkward the way that I'm doing this. I know. I'm just gonna line because I want you to see the color. So see the color? It's so gorgeous. It's this pinky. It's very neutral for me, but just a neutral pink, not warm, not cool, just kind of perfect for me. Love this. I don't usually use lip liner, but I am sold on this one. I want to get some more colors. So then I went in and got 3 more lippies from Juvia's place, and I'm going to show you these 2. First of all, let me show you this one. So this is another one of their, this is from the bronze collection, and this is Bronze Rose. So when they had the bronze palette that just came out, and then also the bronzers, they also came out with some lippies to match. And this is, so it's more pigmented than this one here. But such a beautiful nude. I'm using my viewfinder as a mirror, so if that was weird, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. But it's actually quite similar to this lip pot from Aoa Studio. So if you like this color, I would say these are a really close dupe. In fact, I'm going to put this down right here, right next to the swatch of the Aoa Studio one. Not that I don't love you, Juvia's place. I adore you. I think you're wonderful. And I absolutely think you're worth the $15 for that, or whatever it is that costs. But those colors are really similar, and I feel like they wear really similarly. But that's what it looks like with that liner, and it's so much more epic with the liner than without. I mean, my lips just look so like baby smooth and plump and luscious and juicy. I just want to look at my lips. I want to kiss my lips. I do. I'll admit it. I'm kidding. I'm not that freaky. So I'm going to take this off real quick, and I'm going to put on the Aoa Studio just so you can see what they look like. Let me see if I can get a clean spot on this wipe. So I want you to compare. Bookmark that in your memory, what that looked like. Here's the slight smelly feet one. And again, I'm using my computer. And my lips are no longer lined, but really, really similar color. Really similar in how they wear. This is not as like quite as shiny. This is a little bit more opaque. This is more glossy. And I feel like this maybe forgives some of the lines and stuff on your lips a little bit more. But for $1 versus $15, this is not too shabby. So these are really pretty for a $1 lippy. But I still like the Juvia's Place ones. And I just love Juvia's Place, so I'll still give them my money even if I can get almost the same stuff for a fraction of the price. All right. I'm not going to reline because that's just way too much like work. So this lipstick, I do not have any other lipsticks before this either. This is called a Mauve Moment. Let's see if I can do this like this. Could be a disaster. This is really beautiful with that lip liner. And this is like a matte. Oh, it's so pretty. Such a gorgeous matte color. Look at that. Ooh. I don't think I've ever liked a lipstick, a bullet lipstick color as much as this. It's just the perfect combination of matte but not drying at all. So, I mean, this is gorgeous. Juvia's Place. This is a Mauve Moment. I will be getting more of their lippies because this is just absolutely stunning. Out of this world. Last one. So my lips don't kill me. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, it's so good. What colors do you have, Fluffy Smiles? Is there anything that you recommend? What color should I get next? Is so good. Like I don't know what I've been waiting for. This is the last one of the Juvia's place. And this is their, because I'm going purple again. This is She's Royal. This beautiful vampy, but this is not as deep as the one from, as this one from Aoa Studio. I feel like this one comes out a little bit darker than this one. Yeah, that mauve one is so pretty. Look at this color. I know this is really awkward because I'm using my computer screen. But that means you don't miss anything. You guys get to see the whole application process. I'm also not going very, very straight, but all right, that's what that looks like. Yeah, it's crooked, whatever, but the color is really pretty. You know, I actually found the pink stain is a big thing with Juvia's Place, like as far as their eyeshadows. So it's probably a similar pigment that they're using. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me because then it just stays longer, especially for lips. And you just put a gloss over the top and you're good. But no, I really like this too. It's not quite as vampy as the other ones, but I think it's a really nice, pretty berry color. I guess I didn't have to take it off, but because I don't have anything else to put on. But that's everything. That's what we got, right? Now, that's not everything we got. That's all the stuff from Juvia's Place. I've got a couple more things here. This is the palette that I've been using to put my stuff on until I started to just use the viewfinder on my computer. Did you guys see this? She's so cute. Look how cute she is. So Metamorphisis is this little brand. I guess it's a pretty small brand. I found them through some other people who are big advocates of indie brands. And so I waited. And then when I had this little bit of ability to do a splurge, I was like, yes, Metamorphosis. I really want their Baba palette because that's purple. And y'all know that I go nuts for purple. I'm going to clean this off so it does not wipe off on me. Anything that's there can stay there. I just don't want any of the loose stuff to wipe off on me. And I saw this being released and I was like, okay, I need that. Look at this. It's like such a gorgeous purple palette, but not purple, but purple. I mean, it's just so unique. So really everything is purple except for these two and this one right here. And maybe this brown. This brown is not purple. Okay, so these two and these two are the only thing that are not purple. Everything else is a very diverse shade of purple. So you've got a very like aubergine sort of purple. You've got this really, really dusty mauve purple. You've got like a cobalt, and then you've got a true purple, like a royal purple, and then you've got this like lavender purple. And then you've got the green and the blue, and you've got this bronze and then a brown. They're so stinking cute. I have not tried Lethal yet. I know I need to try all the purple palettes. I just need to like get famous enough that people start sending me PR and I don't have to pay all my money for this. Oh no. I mean, yes, but no. But this is actually so cute. I think that this might be in the runnings for one of my favorite purple palettes, which is funny because you don't necessarily look at this and say, oh, that's a purple palette. But when you look at it, it really is, because 5 out of 9 are definitely purple. So I'm going to be really excited to try this and see how it works out. I think that these two are a little weird with the rest of the colors. I mean, they're strange, but I think I'm okay with that. So we're going to see how this works out. And I'm excited to use it. But this is Coquetacha, which is that little cockroach. I mean, that's what I put on my IG. Would you wear a cockroach themed palette? She's so cute. I love froggies. I have a froggy tattoo. My husband is definitely afraid of them. Funny story. He's like so scared of them. There was a cute little tree frog that got into our house in Haiti. It was actually not little. It was kind of like this big. and he was like, baby, there's Quapo, you know, which is the word for frog. Quapo, baby, get it, baby. And he was hiding behind me. And then it was like got underneath the bed and he wouldn't even come in the room. So I literally had to push up the bed, hold it with my back, grab the frog like this. And then he's like, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Because there's like all these fables of like what a frog will do to you if you touch it. But I'm fine, other than I have laryngitis, but that's not from the frog. Oh, yeah. So Lily Croaks. This is an older palette, and I know a lot of people have looked at it, but it was just so cute. These are about 15 bucks each. I think this one was 20. It's a little bit bigger, and it's got a mirror. But these greens and blues and these warm colors are just so pretty. Such a great summer and such a unique summer color story. I thought it would be so much fun. And I couldn't resist the frog because it's so cute. She's so cute. And then I grabbed this one. Now, this one I might not have gotten had I realized it was all mattes, although I don't mind all mattes. Oh, it is a colorful palette. You can always use a colorful palette. This one looks like it wants to come out. This one had a little mishap on the way. So this purple one is a little bit shattered, but not horribly. And I'm just going to drop a little bit of rubbing alcohol to kind of make it mushy, and then I'll use this plastic to just press it back in. So I just left the plastic on there, even though it's loose. But this is a really nice, this is all matte and a really good, like, basic go-to colorful palette for all mattes. I think it's really a nice one for people starting out with color. If you want to introduce color into your collection, this would be a great way to go. Again, like I said, I don't know that it would have been one that I needed, but I wanted to grab this one, and I was pretty sure I wanted Lily Croaks. I really wanted the Baba, but ended up getting the Moo because Baba was not available. Hopefully that'll change. And then, last but not least, I now have all but one of the 16 pan palettes from LA Girl. The last one is on its way. It should arrive this next week. This is Fierce and Wild. I think these are actually new, but they haven't really been promoted because they are in some CVS's, but not all of them. And Untamed. So this is Fierce and Wild Untamed. And then the other Fierce and Wild is on its way to me. I had to order them, actually. You think you can get these ones on the CVS site, and there might be another place you can get them as well. But I had to order them to get them. But really, really gorgeous. Again, very purple, sort of leaning with the greens. These palettes are the bomb. The absolute bomb diggity. Okay, I know that's not cool to say anymore, but I'm going to show you how the bomb they are. I know that's also not grammatically correct, but I don't care. I'm going to show you 3 others that are just sitting here by me just to prove to you how the bomb they are. This is the Hot Heat Vacay Everyday. This is just a stunning color story with the purples and the kind of warm tone neutrals. These are the 2 Hot Heat. I think these are the original ones that they had, but I could be wrong on that. This one is the Aloha Vibes. This is more colorful of the 2. They have just such beautiful, workable. I showed these in my last one, so I don't need to really go over them. This is the VIP. Now, this is a newer one, and the main stage one is a really colorful one. This one also came a little bit broken. These types of shadows, they're not pressed glitters. They're just like a foiled that just looks like, basically looks like gold leaf when you put it on. It's like you just painted your eyelid with a metallic color. They're fantastic, but they tend to break in transit. So these 2 arrived broken, but I just put some alcohol in and repressed them. Same way I'm going to do that other one. But this, I mean, look at that color story. Oh, so gorgeous. You need these. They're 15 bucks or something like that. These ones are a little bit more, I think, because they're not at Ulta. So if you get them directly from the site, they're like 18. but they're still totally worth it. They're a 16 pan palette. Wait, did I lie? No, that's 16. I'm like, wait, 4, 8, 12. Okay, 16. Yeah, so these are fan-freaking-tastic. Get them. I mean, they're not fantastic for the price. They are fantastic. They are like, there is no high-end I have found really that beats them for what they are. And that, I don't have a lot of high-end, but I got some. I know what I'm talking about. And then I got this one. Because why? Say it with me all. It's purple. It's purple. I have one more of these. It's not here with me, but it's the Cool Tone Neutral one. That is my hands down favorite neutral palette. I've got Natasha Denona. I'm sure I've got somebody else that's big too in the neutrals. I've got other neutrals. It is the best neutral palette ever. So get these 9-pan palettes for if you like a little, you know, like carry with you sort of. They're on the Huda sort of size. Let me open this guy. Right? Kind of the same size, a little bit bigger. I mean, that's not to compare yeah, I mean, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You can't get this on Ulta. I don't know why. Their other 3 are on Ulta, but this one is not. So these are the Keep It Playful 9 pans. So the 9 pans are called Keep It Playful. And this is Playtime. I actually ordered this on eBay, and I think I paid like 11 bucks for it. Totally worth it. So gorgeous. I'm going to swatch some of these because I can't help myself. And I want you to see the magic that is this palette. I'm going to go with these shimmers right now. There's the finger swatches. Do you see those finger swatches? Do you see those? Okay, let me put them right. Where can I do this where you can see it right here? 1. Oh, look at that lavender. Oh my gosh. This guy, excuse my nails. I mean, you know, if you haven't been offended by them by now, you're not going to be offended. Look at those colors. Oh my gosh. So they really shine in their shimmers, but I'm going to also, let me try my hand a little bit, and then I'll swatch some of these mattes so you can see. It's not just the shimmers. The mattes are bomb too. This light one, not really that, you know, I mean, it's a light blending shade, so it's not that great. It's funny because some people are like adamant that you must have the light blending shade, and other people are adamant that you cannot have the light blending shade. I'm like, you know, whatever. It's your brand. Do what you want. Where do I have room? I have no room to swatch. Let's go down here. There's the light one. There's that lavender-ish color. I know it doesn't really show because I'm like kind of tan on this side because this is my driving arm. This is the one that goes out the window. But these do blend really, really, really nicely. Yeah, check this one out for sure. Fluffy Smiles. This is a fantastic. And in fact, tell people at Ulta that they need to carry this one. I should actually send them a message and be like, why are you not carrying this? Because it is such a good palette. And they have the other 3. They just don't have the purple one. They have the 3 neutrals. And those are fantastic too if you like neutral. Their Cool Tone Neutral one is beautiful. But this one is so good for pink and purple. You can't beat it. You can't. That's it. That's all I got. That's all. As if that's just a little bit of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's a bunch of junk. Wow. I will have a few more things coming in because my splurge, you know, is the residuals from the splurge. Let me get off these ones that are going to smear on my clothes because otherwise I will make a mess all over myself because that's what I do. My husband, like, every time I go out to eat, I dribble on myself, and my husband is like, I married a baby. That's like a big thing in Haiti, like, because my husband's Haitian. So he's like, my wife can't take care of herself. She needs a bib. The pink and purple one I bought, this one here, I got from eBay. But you can also get it from the LA Girl site. But I think it's a little cheaper on eBay. maybe. And I think I paid $11 with free shipping on this. Oh, I think that was the thing. On the LA Girl site, you have to pay shipping. But on eBay, I didn't have to pay shipping. So that's why I got it. This is the first time I bought makeup from eBay. But I thought since they're newer that it's probably safe to go ahead and get them. And they came just fine. So that one and this one and these two and the other one like this, I bought all of those on eBay because it ended up being cheaper to do it that way. So this one, the VIP, I think I got this from Ulta. I've gotten most of the other ones from Ulta. I was going to get a couple from Beauty Bay, but they sold out before I could get them. So they sold on Beauty Bay. So, but now I finally have the whole collection once the other one makes it, and they are so good. They are so stinking good. I don't normally collect unless it's really good and it's cheap enough to make it, you know, worth it. Because I do expect that they'll come out with some other ones, and I'll have to get those ones too. But really, really beautiful color stories, all of them. I think they're fantastic. So highly recommend. Okay, I'm going to go rest my voice because I sound like Lily Croaks. So enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Let me know what you liked from this. And thank you so much for the interaction. I love having you guys come in and out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.